Marco, like to welcome you guys coming in. So we got Connie Corso's mom, Jenna, DJ, Rogue Knox. Just waiting for more people to jump in because this is going to be an interesting and I wouldn't say so happy and go lucky live because I'll explain. So, how's everybody doing? How's the weather where you guys are? First off, I know how Rogue's doing, Jenna's doing, Connie Corso's mom's doing, but I don't know the weather in your area. What is the weather like? And I was almost late to my stream because I was up on another stream. Oh my God. And you can't undo it? Well, no. That sucks. Nicole. Oh my God. Debo. Oh my God. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. That is tough to accidentally delete. Oh my God. That is a plus. That is a plus. That is a plus. Good thing that you emailed the files to your editor. Good thing. So, the reason why I named this channel, this episode, Mental Health Matters, and you're going to probably hear me cuss a little bit here and there because I'm a little pissed off about certain things. Okay. Um, and I don't use foul language. You know me. I might slip up here and there. Sweet and Sleuthy, how you doing? You know, with my language. But if you notice, if you notice, every time there's something crazy that happens in today's world, you know, the dude or the woman mentally unstable. It's always something to do with mental health. Okay. And we make people look, and you wonder why people don't want to go get help when they're struggling with something mentally because they're going to look mentally unstable. And it's and people wonder why there's such a stigma around mental health because if you're struggling with something and you want to go get help, for crying out loud, you're going to get looked at differently. And it's complete bullshit, honestly. And this is the reason why people are afraid to turn to a professional like a therapist or a psychiatrist or a psychologist because they're going to get looked at differently by society. And the problem is is so many of us want to be accepted by society instead of worried about our own well-being. We're worried about today's society is likes and dislikes and clicks and all this stuff. Okay, and it's sad. All right, it is completely sad. You know, I watch the news, and every time I turn on the damn news, it's somebody does something instead of it being about revenge or hate or anger. Just because somebody's angry doesn't mean they're mentally unstable. Okay. I know some people that have done some off the wall things, and it wasn't because they were mentally unstable. It's because they wanted to do it. Okay. You know, every time you turn around and somebody does something evil, their mental health, they were mentally unstable. No. How do you know that? You don't know that. Just because they committed a crime doesn't make them mentally unstable. In some cases, it's true. I'm not saying in all cases, but in some cases, it's true. But if we took mental health serious and we didn't look at people differently, then they would have a different outcome. If we said, okay, mental health is a serious problem in this nation, so is addiction. And wonder why so many addicts are out here is because they don't know how to turn and get help because we don't offer those services. We don't say, hey, if you're struggling with something, there is a way out. We don't offer that. Okay. I was an alcoholic for 15 years and I turned to it because in reality, I didn't know any other way except turn to something that removed me from reality. Instead of facing reality and dealing with it and coping with it. Megan L, how you doing? And Michelle Johnson, good seeing you. So it's just if it isn't one thing, it's another. Okay. Every time I just gotta breathe because I've just this has been on my mind for a while. This really has been on my mind for a long time. That there's some of us in here that are afraid to that are watching this channel that are afraid to go get help because they don't want to be judged by people in their circle. Oh, they're seeing a therapist? They must be they must be cuckoo for cocoa puffs. No, it's just that you're going through something that you can't go through alone. And the people in your circle don't know how to handle it and don't care to go through it, don't care to understand you. George, we all need help. You haven't all right. We all need help. It's just that a lot of us are afraid to ask for it because a lot of us are afraid to ask because we're afraid society is going to judge us. For crying out loud, when I was going to therapy, I was afraid to admit that I was even going to therapy. I was afraid to even admit that, anything. I was afraid to tell people that, you know, I get, I am permanently and totally disabled because of my mental illnesses. Okay. And if it wasn't for my medication that I take on a daily basis that I really need, I probably wouldn't be here sitting in front of you guys talking to you. Okay. I was a very violent person growing up. I had so much anger and hate towards the world. So I turned to something that would keep me happy, which was my drinking. Then I quit drinking, and the anger and the hate came back. My temper came back. And then I went into, and when it came back, shortly after, I ended up in the hospital. And that's when they diagnosed me with bipolar and PTSD and manic, and insomnia and other things like that. So the help is what I really needed. But I think Connie Corso, and I agree with the statement, most people can't even get to the point of realizing they need help. So it takes more strength to ask for help. That's definitely not weak. No, it's not. I'm just saying that for me, when you go and ask for help, society looks at you differently. When you're seeing a therapist and you're taking medication to keep you from doing something that you normally wouldn't do mentally, you know, I'm going to open up panel. I'm going to open up panel because I'm just going to stumble over my words, and I am going to just get flustered because I keep seeing negative things online saying, "Oh, this person is mentally unstable. That's the reason why they did what they did." It has nothing to do with mental health all the time. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Um, it really doesn't. I wish the media would just be honest to say, "Hey, this person did it because you know they had hate in their heart." That doesn't make you mentally unstable because you have hate in your heart. Okay. And yes, hate is something strong to have, but that doesn't make you mentally unstable. You're just an angry person. Just because you're angry, that's a feeling. That's not a like somebody who deals. I don't understand how to explain it. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just somebody who deals with mental health every day. I don't understand. Uh, So I'm just I'm lost with society. I can't even acknowledge half the things or believe or trust what a lot of media says these days. Because when something negative happens, it's mental health. When something good happens, it's something else. When something negative happens, really bad situations, it's always mental health. So we always, us people who struggle with something, already have a stigma because people who struggle with mental health, they already have a stigma. They're already looked at and judged differently. A lot of us are afraid to admit it and look at it that way, but we are. We're looked at as crazy. We are. I've been called crazy many times. Ever since, I've told friends, what I go through and what I struggle with. I've had people that I don't even know say, dude, that dude's crazy. Better watch out for him. He's crazy. Because I take medication to keep my mind mellow and keep my thoughts clear and keep me stable from having mood swings and being a very violent person. Because when I used to get angry, I used to go for a walk, praying that someone would just talk sideways to me. That's how angry of a person I was. I never had the thought of going around and doing harm to groups of people. You know, no, I would just go for a walk and I'd be angry, praying that somebody would say something sideways. And then that would give me a reason to relieve the stress and the anger in the instead of putting holes in my walls. That's what I used to do when I was very angry. I'd put holes in my walls, because I had no release. I had no where to go to talk about what I went through. I had nowhere to go to get help because I didn't know that I could stick my hand out and say, help me. Because we don't offer that in this country. I don't know about other countries, but we don't offer that here. We don't make it known in the media saying, hey, if you're struggling with something, reach out for help. You have ads, for these online services like, BetterHelp. Okay. Me personally, other people might, be able to talk to somebody on a telephone screen, about what they're going through. Me, I'm a person to person. I want to sit in front of somebody. If I'm going to tell you my problems, I want to know nobody else is listening. I want to know. Well, the good things, I'm going to stop. Alma. So the good thing is I need 52 more subscribers. 52 more subscribers, and then I'll be on my way, Alma. I'll have to apply and wait 30 days. 52 more subscribers. And then I'll be almost there. Yep. Getting so close. I have the watching hours. So I just need the subscribers. I'm getting there, Alma. Thank you. Almost there. Me neither. But I take my time. I don't want to rush into anything. So back to what I was saying. If I would have known a long time ago that there was a place where I could reach out to, okay, and say, I need help. Or if there was an organization that was like, hey, if you need help, you can come talk to us and we'll work with you on the things you're going through. And you ain't gonna worry about us talking about, or spreading rumors or putting your business out there and stuff like that. Like I used to go to friends of mine, okay, and talk about it, talk about what I'm struggling with, talk about what I'm going through. And they used to take that and turn it against me. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to friends that I thought were friends and talk about my struggles. And then they used to take my struggles and turn it against me, use it as a weapon to weaponize it. That's when I quit going to people when I needed help. I turned to a bottle. Me and the bottle became best friends for 15 years. Like when I wanted to quit drinking is when I reached out for help to friends, thinking, okay, I got people around me that might be able to help me. Nope, made it worse. So it took me to want to not live anymore to get help because I will never do anything on a temporary feeling. I needed help, and it was my time to reach out instead of people just extending a hand. This is the reason why I started this channel. It's because it welcomes sending you good karma. It's good to see you, Emily. It's good seeing you. This is the reason why I started this channel is because I'm extending my hand. Reaching out to you guys saying, hey, if there's something you're going through, there's people that understand. Okay. And if you want to reach out to a professional and you don't know how to, I will help you. I will help find somebody in your community, in your area. I will help you do the research. I will even call people and help you. You just got to want to help yourself. This is what I've always told people. If you live in the States, I live in the States. Okay. If you live local to me, I'll even hang out with you and talk to you. You know, and the thing is, if you need to see a therapist, I'll guide you in the right direction. It takes time to see a therapist. It doesn't happen overnight, but you got to let it be known. But don't be afraid. Don't be scared to stick out your hand and say, I need help. Because they're not going to do it for you. No one's going to stick their hand out for you. You got to do it yourself. And you can't be afraid. Can't be afraid. I did that for somebody. I set up an appointment for them. If I call and set up an appointment for you, don't be afraid because the first step to talking to somebody is the first step to a new life. Believe it or not. And Vibrant, it's good seeing you in chat. So I got what I needed to get off my chest. I vented. I got it off my chest. This is, yes, Connie Corso's right. In my opinion, it could take a minute to take a therapist to take a therapist or someone to talk to because you have to feel comfortable and click with them. Just keep trying to find someone. Don't give up. There are people out there that care. See, on this channel, okay, there's two things I don't bring up on my channel. It's politics and religion. because they don't mix on my channel. But the thing is when it comes to mental health, this government don't take it serious. Period. We don't take it serious. Okay. But the thing is you can't give up on yourself. You can't give up on yourself. Because every single person that is watching this video, every single person that is in chat has something to offer. And you don't know what it is until it's time for you to do it. But every person here has something to offer this world. You just don't know what it is. I didn't know what it was. Okay. There was a time in my life, right? Okay, that and I'm going to put this out there, okay? Um, and I'm going to share it with you. But the thing, like I said, I don't talk politics or religion, okay? And but I'm going to share something with you guys, and I wasn't prepared for it. And the reason why I wasn't prepared for it is because it wasn't my calling. I grew up going to church all through life. I sobered up, went back to church, and I had a church ask me to become a youth minister because I was very good at talking to people. And I turned it down. And the reason why I turned it down is because it wasn't my calling. It wasn't what I was meant to do. Okay. All right. What's up, JP? It wasn't what I was meant to do. I didn't know why I was put here. And I don't know what I was meant to do. And I don't know why I'm here. But the thing is that wasn't my calling. Something else was my calling. I wanted to help people. Okay. You know, helping children get out of situations. Yes. Do I eventually want to start doing public speaking and talking to people? You know, how to reach out and get help when you're struggling with something? Yes. Eventually, I want to be able to do that. But right now, I'm focusing on the small community that I have, talking to you guys, letting you guys know it's okay to be you. Letting you guys know if you're struggling with something, it's okay to talk about it. This is a judgment free community. Okay. If you're struggling with something, you talk about it. Yes. Connie Course was right. Everyone has a purpose. And if your heart is beating, you still have a purpose. So let you guys know I do have a Q&A coming up. Yes, JP, it's better. I agree. It's better to vent than to explode. Debo said it's okay to do things. It's okay to do the things you want to do until it's time for you to do the things you were meant to do. So, but believe it or not, I was on another panel talking about something totally different than mental health. And then I almost lost track of time and didn't make it over here. But I made it. I made it in time. I wasn't late one bit. So you guys couldn't yell at me for being late. I wasn't late one bit. I was on time. You know, I'm an open book. I'm an open mind. I'm very educated when it comes to certain things. I'm uneducated when it comes to other things. When it comes to life in general, I pay attention. I open my eyes and I listen with my ears and I pay attention to what I see. I believe it or not, this saying goes, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Okay. If I continued living by that model, my IQ would be super low. So I believe half of what I hear and half of what I read. Okay. I listen. Doesn't mean I believe it. And then I research it. Whatever I'm reading doesn't mean I believe what I read. I research it. That's the reason why I believe half of what I hear and half of what I see. Yes, JP. Leonard Skinner said it best. Be something you love and understand. Yes. So, but I posted the link. Whoever wants to come up on panel and conversate, people are welcome. The link's in chat. So I agree with this statement. Okay, and I'll explain why I agree with the statement. Okay, if you talk about your issues and your challenges, it takes a lot of weight off your shoulders. And then dwelling on your past will not help you overcome those issues and move forward. Is that similar to what you said, Queen Bee? Because you can't change the past. Okay. Jenna, won't you come up on panel? All right. I'm going to post it again. And sometimes you got to take life by the horns. You got to take control of your life. You can't let other things control your life. And for a long time, like I said, when I was an alcoholic, I let everything control my life instead of taking control of my life. Now I control about. There we go. Um, there we go.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes. Do you have YouTube on in the background?
No, I just turned it off. I forgot. I'm in my bedroom with my laptop, so I don't know if the sound's any different.
Oh, you're good.
Okay,
You're
good.
good.
No, you've been on a roll. You've been doing great.
Yeah, it's just something that's been eating me up. Um, usually I talk about specific subjects,
Yeah.
but it's like lately, every time I turn on the news, it's like this person's mentally unstable. This person's probably mentally ill. This person's this person's that. This
And it's
person's
all
another
because
thing.
it's all connected to something negative that they've done. So
Yes.
therefore they're automatically put in that category of being mentally ill, which doesn't help the people who are really mentally ill and need help because the stigma that it puts on there.
Yep.
And it's just a revolving just cycle.
So, but the Connie Corso, you have been a really cool person too, and I appreciate that too.
Yes, she has.
You're a sweetheart, and you always have good insight also. So you know, I hope that we are building a friendship because you're always welcome around, and we love when you come around.
Yes, we do. Makes it fun. Yeah, Emily.
Mental health does seem to be the excuse for a lot of bad things happening in the world today, which in turn creates a stigma and makes it hard for people to reach out when they're struggling.
Yeah. It's almost like they don't want you to reach out for help, you know?
So, when are you free to do that Q&A?
Well, with the situation I was telling you about on Discord earlier today, it may be about a week.
Okay.
Getting close.
Michelle said the only way we can change the stereotype is to do what Eddie created this channel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Thank
thank
you,
you for
Michelle.
all that you've done and shared with all of us because you've opened up your heart to this whole community and it's helped a lot of people.
That's my dream. Because you know what's crazy is helping people helps me because it's helping me at the same time.
Yeah,
It's making me stronger as a person.
that's what
At
gives you
this,
satisfaction in life.
you know, that's my satisfaction is if I can help somebody, overcome something, it makes me happy.
Yeah, I'm the same way. If I can do something to help anyone, then my day is complete, you know?
So true. Like they try to tell you mental health problems equal bad, and that's not the truth.
Mental health is the exact same as someone that has chronic illness. I mean, it's all a health disorders, you know? It's
Yep.
all an illness. It's just different types.
If you're disabled and you have chronic pain, if you are physically disabled, from being able to do things you used to do in life, that's going to make you mentally unstable, depressed, not
Yes.
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs where you're going to go out and do crazy shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's making you, unstable,
Right.
like mentally, where you're depressed all the time, because you can't do what you used to do.
Because you've had everything that you know and love basically ripped away from you, and you're having a life thrown at you that you wasn't expecting to live.
Yep.
So that's going to affect anyone mentally, anybody
So,
and everybody.
yep.
People and everybody goes through something where they need mental help in their life. I mean, everybody, whether they admit it or not, is the thing. Fine print. Yeah, they are good.
Vibrant. I like Cocoa Puffs too, but I'm not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So, YouTube, I was hearing myself echo for a second there. Freaked
Is
me
it
out.
still doing it?
Not anymore. So, Queen Bee said there are so many different types, different layers, so many different layers to mental health. It's easy to clump everyone in the danger zone when we are a prime example of the good part of mental health, helping each other help us.
Yes. Yeah.
So I wish I could just go in front of people and say, hey, just because you're struggling with something mentally doesn't make you mentally unstable.
Right.
It's just that we're struggling with something mentally.
And everybody does. Everybody. A lot of people just, you know, won't own up to it.
See, there's a lot of YouTube channels with medical professionals that talk about mental health. There is. But there's not a lot of YouTube channels of people who go through mental health personally and
Right.
talk about it.
And conversate with each other about their experiences and what they've been through.
And I wish there was more men, to be
Yes.
honest,
Yes.
to come up on to create their own channel and talk about their struggles in life.
Because it does not make you weak. It makes you, it's actually something very courageous for you to do, to open
Yep,
up and be that vulnerable. That means you're strong
yep.
to ask for help or to open up about it.
I tried to keep my language at a minimum
You did good.
because my god brother, I finally talked to him. So I've known him since I was 9 years old, and I'm 42 now. But he could tell you my from 9 until the last time I saw him, spent time with him. He could tell you how rough my life was growing up. When I was with him,
Yeah.
I was able to be a kid.
Right.
But when we weren't hanging out, I wasn't able to be a kid. I didn't have a childhood growing up.
Yeah.
So,
Life was kind of thrown at you and was basically told, here, take the reins and go.
yeah, I had a little brother to worry about. You know, my mom was a single parent.
Yeah.
She worked long hours to help take care of us
You needed to be the man of the household.
when I shouldn't have been.
Right.
So,
But it's
but
made you who you are today, which is a great person, you know?
yep.
I'm very proud of how things have turned out.
Yep. I've tried. I still try every day. It's one day at a time. You know, with mental health, it's always going to be one day at a time, and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
So,
Just be glad that you wake up every day and let your feet hit the floor and take it by the reins and go.
so another week, you said, for Q&A?
It should be. It may be a little sooner. I'll talk to you about it a little bit.
Okay. All right. All right. So, for those of you who do not know, in the next week and week and a half, there's going to be a Q&A, and Jenna's going to be up here asking me questions.
Putting you in the hot seat.
Yes, and it's going to be very detailed questions. I don't even know what the questions are.
No, you don't.
So, those of you that are in Discord, um, if you want to ask a question, you can send them to her in Discord. Send them to Jenna.
Yeah, any
Okay.
kind of question, just shoot me up on Discord.
George.
Oh, that would actually be pretty good there.
Uh,
That would be
uh,
interesting.
uh, so we played cribbage yesterday.
Who
Off
won?
topic. Me and George played cribbage yesterday, and it was a very competitive night last night.
Did he
Very
whoop your butt?
competitive. He did, but it was very competitive. He did, but it was very competitive.
That makes it fun.
So, but it was very competitive, and he can't say it wasn't. Tonight might be different, depending on the way the cards fall. So the record is, for the most skunks, is 3, and
What?
we're tied.
Oh, the game. I was like, what?
Keep talking to yourself like that, and you're gonna get another ass whooping. uh, uh,
He's gonna hand it to you.
yep. So this is the end of the live stream, where I already got everything I needed to get off my chest. So, thank you guys for being here.
Tonight was a really good stream.
Yes.
Really good.
So tonight, yes, was a really good stream. And thank you guys for being here. And I will be here tomorrow, 8 p.m. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about, so I have no clue. So,
Topic suggestions always welcome in Discord.
I'm going to go to the topic suggestions in Discord and think of something. Michelle, you should give me a topic suggestion. You're really good with it. You
Yeah.
throw out some interesting topics. Oh yeah, we're gonna stay safe and warm. Yes.
Yeah, it was 70 degrees here today.
Must have been nice.
I just know we're gonna get like a late winter, like with ice, when it's supposed to be spring. But I appreciate you having me up tonight on panel,
You're welcome.
and I will let you wind down.
You hear Sweet and Sleuthy? She said 62 degrees is cold.
That feels good. That's good weather.
62?
That's good.
It's 28 degrees where I'm at.
Is it really?
Yes.
Is it snowing?
No, it's not snowing.
No.
It's clear. Wimpy SoCal
It's
gal.
wimpy. That's good. Hoodie weather. 62.
Wimpy Southern California gal. Agreed, Sleuthy. Good to see you. She said, Wimpy SoCal gal. So, but yeah, all the leaves are brown and the sky is gray.
That doesn't sound like good weather.
No. So, all right. I'm going to be signing off now. See you guys tomorrow night, same time.
No.
Love you guys. Thank you for being here. You're always welcome. Every night. This week was a stressful week, but I'm usually here Sunday through Thursday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. So maybe a little longer. You'll know the topic when it gets notified on your YouTube channel. We'll figure out tomorrow. All things serious. Out.
Later.